Hello, I'm Neve and I'm showing you how I'm creating a rich life as a teacher in my 20s. Today I'm going to show you my June budget with me in the software YNAB. I love this software, it's my third month using it. I get paid on the 27th of each month, so I use one paycheck to budget for the entire month ahead, and then I also have my month ahead fund which I then am budgeting now into July. A bit about me for context on how I budget my paychecks. I'm 25, I am in my training year as a teacher, which means that I am on a significantly lower wage than I would be as a fully qualified teacher, but I will be fully qualified very soon, and then in September my budget will increase and I will be on teacher's salary. I live with my boyfriend in his grandparents' old house, so I'm very fortunate that I don't rent. I also live with his sister, her husband and their baby, so we split bills 4 ways. I have a few long-term savings goals. I am currently paying back a car loan and also an overdraft, so if you want some more information on that you can check out my YNAB categories video. Other than that, let's get started. So here we are in the budget and I have got £1,537.93 to budget out. I get paid once a month, so this is all the money I've got to put into June. So the first thing that I do now, I've got my payday routine and also my end of the month routine. I'm going to combine it this month. It is the 27th today, but I'm going to combine it and budget it all out for the sake of you guys so that it's not 2 different videos. So we're going to go through my checklist and do everything that needs to be done. So the first thing is to fund emergency underfunded. I don't have any underfunded, so we can check that. I have enough money to get me to the end of the month, so we shouldn't have to set aside anything else for May. Then we're going to look at our savings and our sinking funds, and also month ahead. So I'm actually going to do month ahead first. Here we see that in June I have already put £294. Then I'm going to add on £30 from my saving pot, and that means that for the month ahead we are going to be putting £324 into July. So let's put it into these different holding categories. So I'm going to put 900 here, I'm going to put 420 here, and then 217.93 here. Then I am going to take 30 from my savings pot, so minus 30, and that is going to go into my month ahead. There it is. This might seem a little bit convoluted doing it this way, but it just helps me to know where the money's going and what I'm using it for and make sure that I have my numbers correct. So 30 goes into month ahead, and then as I said, we have got 294 budgeted to next month, so I'm going to add that 294 from my essential pot. So minus 294. And I minus it from essential because that is what I'm filling first for month ahead. So as I said in my goals video, my financial goals video, that I want to be £900 month ahead by the end of the year. That is all my essential expenses covered. Oh, not minus, plus. That was a good catch there. Oh, and now we've got nothing. Right, I'm going to go 324. That should be fine. Okay. Right, so now we are going to flick over to June. Goodness me, slow. Okay, so, and we're going to go to, we're going to flick ahead to July, and we're going to do our month ahead. So I've got a note here, water bill comes out in July, but we don't need to worry about that right now. We are going to go to the essential tab. And I like to fund the monthly stuff first. Again, this is all going to be essential besides the date. Right, anyway, let's get on with it. So I like to look for the smaller ones first to see how many greens we can get. So let's do TV license, £3.64. Oh. Why is it doing that? Ah, I know. I didn't give myself the money to assign. I just put it in the holding category. Silly me. Okay, and now we can start budgeting out. So, 364 here. We'll go 750 for the Wi-Fi. AA 1109. Oh, we can hit most of these, I bet. $2.99 for iCloud storage, prescriptions 11.45. Then we'll go £7 for Monzo perks, $5.99 for my Heyu TV app. This is my reality TV app. $3.99 for Tesco membership. If you want to know more about the perks of a Tesco membership, it's $7.99 a month. Me and my boyfriend split the cost. Go and check out my grocery budget video, how I save at the grocery, and I explain all about that there. With the help of this, I can save 30% of the total cost, and it's really, really good. We'll go $12.99 for Spotify. We will go $33 for gym. We will go $15.99 for running app. I use the app Runner for my running workouts. We're going to go for £30 for my boyfriend's sister's ISA that we pay into every month. What else? We'll do Sky TV. We will do electric. Now it's not going to be $16.53 for July. For June it is, and that's why I put the target there. So I'm going to do this now, and then when I know what the bill is going to be for July, I will change that amount to match it. Right, $149. Let's go for my phone bill. And let's go for my insurance, which comes out monthly. Car insurance, that is. Then we've got $47.53, and instead of council tax, I'm going to go ahead and go over to my fixed bills. This is a specific amount that isn't a month, so saving up a little bit for different things. I'm going to do 12 for oil. Oil is what we use to heat the house. We have an old house, so we have to save a little bit for that each month. I don't know what it's going to be and when it's going to come out, but at least we've started. That says 53 needed by July. That's because we haven't done the month before. So I am going to do... I'm going to do 53 divided by 2. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm also going to do my YNAB subscription. So that's another yearly cost that I put a bit aside for each month. If you guys are interested in having a free trial of YNAB, you can click the link in my description. I have no endorsement, but the great thing about using YNAB is that you can offer free subscriptions to other people. So if you use the link, you can have a free month of YNAB. You don't need to put any card info in, and then if you love it and you want to keep going, then you can put in your card info and you get another free month, and I also get a free month, so you can get 2 free months of YNAB before you actually have to put any credit card info into it. Okay, back to it. $194. Let's go ahead and put that towards my posh gym. I will explain that more when we get to the current month. So let's have a look. Let's go to my essential costs. Look at all that green in July, and it's still the 27th of May. I'm so happy about this. This is just so great. Okay, going back over to June now. And we are... I don't know if it would have an effect, but I'm just going to go back to the current month to take the money out. May. Okay, so we're going to do actually savings first. Does it matter? Because we're doing it all together, we're going to do essential first. Normally I would do savings first, but we're going to do essential. I normally do savings first because I will put the money into my savings account so I can get a little bit more interest before the end of the month. But since we're doing it all today, we can just start with essential. So let's go ahead and do some essential costs and see if we've got any money left over. So flipping over to June. And we need $26.67 towards the water bill this month. We haven't done council tax yet. That's quite a big bill. It's split between the four of us. As I've said, I live with my boyfriend's sister, her husband, and their baby. So the four of us split the cost of a lot of these bills. So yeah, $72.75 is my portion of council tax. Now, petrol, we're not going to need, well, I'm not going to need any more petrol this month, so I'm going to do 184 minus 27.57. And the way that I got, that will go to fully funded when it rolls over to June, because it's still May, it doesn't say my refill up to target. It will then fill in the difference once we roll over to June. I did have it as a higher target. I had it as a weekly target, but actually I ended up doing average spent between last month and the month before to land at 184. If you missed my last budget with me video, I did a fresh start at the beginning of May because I wasn't happy with how I had it set up in April. So I still have the data, which you will see in my what I spent in May video and my goals video. You'll see how much I spent in April and May, but I took the average of that, and that's what that target is now. Then I need $18.75 for my road tax, which is split into 12 payments to pay once a year. YNAB, I funded almost all of it, but not quite, so add 131. Okay, and then grocery, I am going to do 180. My target is £45 a week for this, and that is just food items. If I have any household products, if I have any toiletries, those go into those respective categories. And these I have now averaged sort of what I've been spending every couple months. So toiletries, this includes shower products, skincare, toothpaste, deodorant, all of that, and that is going to be $35 a month. And then supplements, I pay about £50. If you're interested in the supplements, not endorsing any sort of supplements for people, but what I've found has helped me is I have a gut bacteria supplement which is called Simprove. It's a live gut bacteria that you keep in the fridge and you have a little bit of it each day. It's like just a little shot and it tastes like juice to me. And then the other one is magnesium. I take magnesium before I go to bed every night. And then household, this is cleaning supplies and random other things. We got a sprinkler in May for the grass, so that would go into household. Okay, and that is all of my essentials, which is really good, and we have some money left over, which is brilliant. So I'm going to keep that. You know what, this is annoying just flipping back and forth. I'm just going to stay in June and see if it messes anything up. Okay, so I'm going to put that back in here, and then we will divvy that money out at the end. So onto savings now. So I am going to send that to ready to assign. The reason that I split it into these three categories is not only to make sure that I have enough for my essential costs, but to make sure that I'm saving the same amount each month, that I don't use that money for anything else, but also to make sure that I have fun money. So I am one that loves to save, but not spend any fun money, and then I just end up really sad thinking I don't have enough money for fun. But YNAB makes it possible that I can fund all of these long-term goals and also have fun with my money and do things that I actually enjoy. So that's not just material items, that's experiences, dates. I am later today going to spend my clothes money on a summer wardrobe refresh. So yeah, I'm making sure that I'm enjoying my money but funding my long-term goals. So let's go over to the savings tab. That says $390. Oh yes, because I already funded month ahead. Silly me. Okay, so there are some things I have to fund. For example, my boyfriend's birthday is this month, so I have to fund, I'm going to give myself $90 for that, for gifts, and then I need to fund my overdraft. I have to pay back my overdraft by August, otherwise it starts charging me interest. So I still have a student account from when I was at university, or a graduate account, sorry. So now it's going to move over to a normal account in August, which means I have to pay £1,000 back. So that's what I'm saving for there. My car loan does come out tomorrow, so I need to make sure that I have funded that. Let's type it in. Don't want to lose the fun by underfunding using the button. Right. Okay, that's not a lot left, but that's okay because we can come back with that extra money that we had. So we are going on a little summer holiday trip at the end of July. So we need to start funding a little bit of this stuff every month. So hotel, we've got money for dining out. There is an attraction we're going to see which costs money. I think for privacy I'm not going to say where we're going until we've gone. And then we've got fun money and petrol to get there. Did I just assign more than I had? Yes, I did. Right. So I'm going to do hotel, and then we're going to come back with the extra money in a bit. I really would like to put money towards my car maintenance fund, so we're going to come back to that, I think. Okay, let's go to all. All right, let's do the fun money. This bit I enjoy, obviously. Ready to assign. Okay, so my fun money. Right, so we need our date money. My boyfriend and I each spend £50 on dates every month. We are going out to dinner for his birthday, so I'm going to go ahead and put 50 in there for that. If I have any extra money left over, as you can see here, I already have some money in there. This is because I'm on half term this week, so I'm still going to be going out and doing things, and I want to make sure that I have money until the end of the month, and then if I've got a bit left over, I will put it into those categories on the 1st of June. Then I'm getting my hair done on the 6th of June, which as you would have seen in my last budget video, I've been saving for that this month, and I've been saving pretty hardcore because I need a hair refresh. So my next budget video, you will see some lovely, nicer, blonder hair and a trim, which you can't really tell when I'm on camera, but here we go. Right, so now my hair is fully funded, which makes me very happy. I'm currently doing 75 hard, the challenge, so that video will be out next week, my first 2 weeks of doing that, but that means I'm not having any takeaways, I'm not having any alcohol, so I'm not going to be funding those. And then hobby money, I'm not going to fund that at the minute because I haven't been buying hobby things. Odds and ends is kind of my catch or category for random purchases that don't fit in a category if I need to fund some other things. Solo date, I of course need to fund that. So that used to be called entertainment, but now I am differentiating between social activities, which is my social category, so doing things with people, and then solo date is things and activities that I go and do myself, or if I wanted to get a fancy girly drink from Starbucks, that would go in solo date, things like that. So I'm going to put that there. I really would like a proper tripod for filming, so I'm going to fund that, I think. Hopefully you notice the sound quality is a little bit better. I pulled out my old microphone and I've got that in front of me, so hopefully the sound quality is a little bit better. So let's go ahead and fund tripod. And then I'm going to take, I think, this money that I have here. I'm just going to go to all and make sure that I haven't missed anything. I am going to send up this 5009 to the top. So close fund's fine, gift fund is fine. I'm not putting anything towards house maintenance at the moment because I can't afford it. Posh gym, yes. Unfortunately that wasn't in any of my categories. So posh gym. I am joining a fitness club style gym in September when they've got space. So they have a cap on memberships just to kind of keep it so it's not lots of people at once, it's not busy. It's, you know, got your spa, sauna, swimming pool, gym, fitness classes, spa. So my boyfriend and I are going to be joining that in September, so we need to save up for that joining fee and then the first month, and then when I pay after the first month I will be on my full teacher salary, so I should have some more money then. But until then I'm going to save up for that first month. So 31 towards that, and then petrol is fine, everything should be fine. So I want to do a little bit towards, right, let's do this first I think. So I'm going to add, I really should add some to car maintenance, but I've just got so many goals at the minute and I'm literally getting my car fixed in 2 weeks. I've only had it a month and I've already got warning lights on, which is so annoying. Right. I'm going to do the smaller things, and then as I get a bit of extra money trickling in, I will fund the dining out and things like that. Okay, I'm going to do the responsible thing. I'm sure I can make up some extra money there at some point, 33 and 10. And I'm going to go to my car maintenance fund and 2441. Boom. And that is all the money divvied out for the month of June. So if we go here now, let's say, I like to look at the month ahead thing, even though I know with month ahead it says if you're funded on the first, you're a month ahead, but I get paid once a month at the end of the month, so I'm always going to be using that income to pay for the next month, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have any money. You know what I mean? So June, July, that doesn't seem like that's caught up. I'm not only £900 funded in June, I just put it all in there. Maybe it hasn't updated yet. Oh well. Let's go to the checklist and make sure we've done everything. Obviously I'm not going to show you my bank transfer apps that I've funded my savings or my sinking fund account. Okay, so I do have the money set aside for the car loan. I have done my savings funding. I've moved money to savings account. I will do that off camera. Put the rest in holding. Don't need to worry about that because we did it all together. Fill out the month ahead chart. Done that. Assign month ahead. Done that. Fund underfunded or move untargeted amounts to next month. Done. Reconcile accounts. I did that yesterday. And then assign next month's money. Done that. And then the expenses on the expense tracker. I'm going to show you guys my expense tracker in my next video, which will come out in a few days. If it's already out, I'll link it in the description, and that will tell you how much I've spent in May and what goals I have achieved in May and my goals that I've got for June. So stay tuned for that. And then on the first of the month I'm just going to adjust any overfunding, and I like to change the savings dates to the first so that it goes along with June and says I funded it if I have targets on those. Yeah, so that is the budget. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment telling me what you're looking forward to spending your money on this month. YouTube thinks you will like this video next, and this is my most recent video here. I hope to see you in the next one.